have seen voter turnouts in excess of 75%. This is remarkable. A large part of this voter turnout, increase in voter turnout, must surely be attributable to the election machinery, to the Election Commission, to the State Election Commission, to the elaborate arrangements made for security, and I have no hesitation in highlighting that. But having traveled to many parts of these areas, having visited a large number of these districts myself during the election campaign, I can tell you that in Odissa, in Jharkand and in Chattisgarh, the impact of the development programs launched by the UPA government has led to an increase in the confidence level of the people to come out and vote. Now, it's perfectly possible that the vote will not, who knows where the vote will go, which party will be voted. I am not in a position to say which party will get voted. But all I can tell you is that in area after area, in district after district, which I have been to in all these three states, people have come out in large numbers, largely because their confidence in the civil administration has increased, accessibility has improved because of the building of roads, and in general there has been an atmosphere in the last couple of years, particularly the last 3-4 years, since the Maoist affected areas became the focus of the Ministry of Rural Development and the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, that we are safe. We can go out and we can express our views. In all these areas there were calls for boycott, and in spite of the calls for boycott, people came out and voted. And I can give you some examples of voter turnout. Singhbhum, Paschimi Singhbhum in Chhattisgarh, which has the Sananda area, has seen a 70% voter turnout. In Jharkhand, 70% voter turnout. Malkangiri, Odissa, has a 71% voter turnout. Koraput in Odissa has a 76% voter turnout. Bastar has seen a 73% voter turnout. So, across the board, and as I mentioned to you, the only disappointment for me is these two districts of Sukma and Bijapur, which have seen voter turnout of less than 35%. This remains the citadel of the Maoist movement, Sukma and Bijapur, the Abuj Mahad area of southern Chhattisgarh. And if we are able to replicate the success that we had in Sananda and other parts of Odisha like Sunabheda, I'm sure that in the next 3 to 4 years, we will have a transformation even in southern Chhattisgarh. So this is the first broad point I want to make on the election campaign. Whoever will benefit from this voter turnout, I think the fact that there is a very significant voter turnout in the Maoist affected districts by people who have withstood calls for boycott by the Maoists, by people who have withstood violence by the Maoists against functionaries, it bodes well for Indian democracy. And I think the road for dealing with the Maoist challenge is now very clearly established. The road to deal with the Maoist challenge is, number one, intensified political activity. Number two, extensive rural development on the ground, particularly relating to roads and empowerment of people through programs like Mahatma Gandhi Narega. Third, an overall security umbrella which provides the confidence for development activities to take place. And fourth, some sort of a confidence building amongst the people that their grievances will be addressed historical injustices perpetrated on them by the forest and the police administration particularly will get addressed. This has been our strategy in Jharkhand, this has been our strategy in Chhattisgarh, this has been our strategy in Odissa, this has been our strategy in places like Jungle Mahal in West Bengal, which has seen a remarkable transformation. And I think if we can, whichever the new government can focus on southern Chhattisgarh with the manner in which we focused on Saranda, I think India's Maoist challenge will be soon history.